Right, welcome back. The retribution stream that probably won't actually be it, considering the game crashed when I tried to load it, and now it's chugging like a fucking diabetic train. It's really, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, the frequency can't be that low. It's kind of, well, the frame rate can't be this low. It's more what I'm thinking, but I don't know why that's happening. Hopefully it'll improve. There's really no reason to believe it will, but we'll persevere. Painted with pastels. Someone is trying to bring cheer into the world. What a cunt. Anyway, I'm hopefully going to be a bit more spry this time, because if you missed the last one, which I kind of recommend you do, I tried to have some coffee, and unlike what coffee is normally supposed to do, I think, it put me into a catatonic coma. Which might be the only kind of coma there is. But anyway, that didn't work. The brochures very much lied to me. So, we're back to fruit smoothies. And hopefully that'll work better, maybe. Let's talk to this person. Yuck. Nutrients. A shaggy-looking girl in her late teens or early 20s kneels on the ice with an electronic contraption in her hand. Hearing you approach, she explodes. Sorry, she looks up. A cell. A cell. Oh. Hello there. Person without a voice actor. Kind of thought you'd have one.
Everyone knows drugs make you invulnerable to.
Oh, hello there.
What the fuck is going on? Guys, you're getting your cues mixed up. Is this because of the lag as well? The actual dialogue is lagging. Surely not. Jesus, we can't be having that. And a cell actually cut off electrochemistry, so now it's you fucked each other over, and me, most of all me. I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed. All right, everyone knows drugs make you invulnerable to cold. You bet this one likes to party. Right, dear child, it's freezing. Where's your hat? So you want to party? I have some questions for you. Do you want to party?
What?
I'll say it again now that the daylight's kicked in. Say it again louder. She might not have heard you over the wind. Do you want to party? I said you should have a hat on. Nothing. I have some questions for you. Yeah, no. Do you want to party?
Yeah, I heard you. What do you mean by party?
It's nice that you have a voice now. Kim? Kim! Oi! Kim! Kim, it's your line. Someone tell him his line. He's fallen asleep. Fucking hell. Prima donna actors.
Yes. What do you mean?
Christ on a bike. Alright, yeah, okay. Can you imagine if that was meant to be the delivery of that? He just waits like an hour and then goes, yeah, what? Anyway, I mean, we get drinks, come back here, sit on the frozen ice seat and drink until we start talking about fucked up emotional stuff. The worst. I mean, we buy drinks, and right there in the liquor store, we get those bad boys in us, and then you tell me what you mean when you say party. I mean, we get drinks, and we also get drugs. I'm not sure what that one's saying. I'm not sure what any of them are saying, but I slightly more understand that, I think.
You know, that sounds kinda nice.
You know what's up, or what's down, rather.
No, it isn't.
You don't, Kim. You're a fucking square.
You. If you were intending to use an unorthodox questioning technique for this branch of the investigation, which by the way is tangential at best, you should have let me in on it.
Yeah, but then it wouldn't be as unorthodox then, would it? You can't do a surprise attack if you let everyone know.
As it stands, I'm going to have to thwart your plan by explaining to the woman that we are police officers.
Oh, fucking hell, Kim.
Oh, of course.
She doesn't sound surprised. Which is odd because, I mean, I don't look like a police officer, but I suppose Kim does. We have some questions for you.
She's waiting.
That shouldn't... Okay, so those don't always align as the person saying it. Unless her voice changed really fucking dramatically. What's your name?
Estelle.
That's how that's pronounced then. Perception?
Her hair is dyed
Thanks.
blonde, with dark roots showing. There's a coarseness to her features, some masculinity below that timidness.
Okay, and your surname?
Why?
I'm from the police. It's for the police, for the paperwork.
Okay, it's Berger.
Berger? What kind of a surname's Berger? A cell burger. What's that device you have there?
This is a portable recording device. It's for field recording. Low quality, but still.
And the wires?
Actually, just one wire. I picked on it till the braiding came loose. The wire leads to a contact microphone.
What's a contact microphone?
A contact mic records sounds from inside things, like this ice.
Chop chop. Bookhead. Oi.
Your mangled brain would like you to know there is a boxer called Contact Mike.
Thanks. I could have read that twice over in the time that took you to start up. Right. Yeah, any news on my wife's name? How about my mother? What am I supposed to do with this? Yeah, wife? Mother?
No,
Nothing?
you're welcome.
Fuck you. Does this have anything to do... Does it? Does this have anything to do with Contact Mike?
Yeah, I record stuff with it.
No, I meant the boxer. Contact Mike.
No. This is a contact microphone. It's for recording inside solid objects. Contact mic just beats people up.
Right, you can see how I got confused.
That's not fair,
Thanks.
and an understatement.
Right, okay. You know, Contact Mike doesn't just beat people up. Contact Mike is a role model. Where the fuck are we going with this? Right. Yes, you heard right. You should try to be more like Contact Mike, a successful athlete and an inspirational figure who has overcome social, physical and mental obstacles. On second thought, screw Contact Mike. He's not a champion. You are. Look at you here in front of a saggy tent, picking your nose to drug addict music. The world of sports is in awe of your faith and dedication. Sorry, I don't know why I said that. There was something else I wanted to know. No, let's do this. It sounds intensely sarcastic, but that's kind of what's appealing about it.
Man, you are one weird cop.
Yes. I'd say I'm just about normal. Now, about that Mike. Not Mike. Mike. This isn't about me. This is about your lack of respect for one of boxing's greats and for yourself.
What is it with you and this Mike guy?
She pauses. The question is rhetorical.
Okay, if it floats your boat, I'll be more like Contact Mike and less like me.
Nice. And we got a thought out of that. So, if we skip around the communism and the tax thing and the fascism, we have the litany of Contact Mike. -1 logic, -1 conceptualization, -1 drama. No pain, no gain, push it, make it. Only takes 15 minutes to consider. It's time once again to return to the 20 things you like to say about Contact Mike, the boxer who is apparently a paragon of open competition. It really doesn't get any better than this. Any better. Both inside and outside the ring. Stop. Point at someone. Someone in the distance. Point your finger at him. He will point his finger back at you. Vaulting an impassable gulf of finance and privilege to... What the fuck? That's almost as incomprehensible as the fucking tax thing. Alright. I don't think my mental health is getting any better. Right. Yes, that does indeed float my boat. Self-respect is not meant to float any boats but your own. Why am I being such a dick about this?
I'll keep that in mind for future use.
She turns to check her tape recorder. How does that thing work?
The mic? I don't exactly know. Somehow it doesn't pick up vibrations from the air. The book said it only picks up structure-borne sound, if you like technobabble.
Where'd you get the mic from?
Same place I got the recorder from, the Elysium.
What's the Elysium?
Oh man, you haven't been to the Elysium?
No.
It's the coolest place in this whole drug-addled shithole.
Alright.
It's a music club and a synthesizer workshop on Boogie Street in Jamrock. Musicians live there, like real musicians. I once saw Arno van Eyck.
So, okay, I only just saw that. Sounds like a place for congregating homosexuals. Sounds interesting. Who is this Arno guy? Yeah, for what? And since that might be classed as a fascist dialogue option, which means, what is it, we lose morale or something for that? And I want to stop doing those because, yeah. Whereas if we go on about tax or whatever, we get money. And if we go on about communism, we get experience. So, not that this is a communist or free market sort of dialogue option, but at least it's not that. Sounds interesting. Who is this Arno guy?
Oh yeah, guess you wouldn't know Van Eyck. Or really be a Elysium going kind of person.
Hey, I'm not that old. I get down. I get home with the Downies.
I don't know what that means.
I grind.
I don't know what that means either.
Nor do I, but I have concrete evidence that I rock in the form of a wrecked tape player and a completely trashed hostel room. Neither do I actually. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Get down, grind. It means I'm hip beyond my years.
That's cool.
She breathes on her fingers. Looks like she doesn't know what to say. You're right, time has deserted me.
Sucks, man.
Oh dear.
Was there something else?
Shouldn't have
About
said
the
that.
contact mic, perhaps?
I'm dying inside. Quick snort some magnesium to feel better. Actually, I had some non-mic related questions for you.
Okay.
What are you doing out here in the cold?
Recording, I guess.
And what is it you're recording out here in the cold?
I think I'm recording cracks in the ice. But there's no way to tell. Not without headphones. I think I just recorded your footsteps too. Not sure how that will sound.
What happened to the headphones?
My boyfriend sold them.
What for?
I don't know, man. Things. Just stuff you need for life.
Rent payment. It'd be funnier if
Everything checks out, sire.
Yeah, it'd be funny if that played when it was meant to. Like, yeah, I know what she means, but our character doesn't know what she means. And what are these recordings for? The cracks, the footsteps?
The musicians in the Elysium used them for making music. They looped the stuff, cutting the tapes together. They make music out of cracks in the ice and keys jangling. Crazy sounds like that. It's hard to explain.
Just nod.
Anyway, I thought I'd make some too. It's supposed to be, like, a music place anyway.
She rubs her shoulders and looks around.
I don't really know what I'm doing. They use synthesizers too. I don't have a synthesizer.
Take this, your call.
The lieutenant begins to take off his jacket.
No man, fuck that, I'm cool. I'm sorry I said that. I'm sorry about the fuck.
That's a phrase I'm used to hearing.
It's okay.
The lieutenant throws up. The lieutenant backs up. He throws you a glance. Yeah, I was going to say that seemed out of character for Kim. You said it's supposed to be a music place. What is? Give her your hat. Here, you need this more than I do. Wait, but my current hat is a stupid fucking green visor. Okay, I want to see if that's the one I actually give to her.
Thanks.
I think it is. I think I just gave her my fucking stupid visor. Brilliant. Well, we got some experience for that. We leveled up, in fact. Useful. You said it's supposed to be a I wish you actually wore it, though. You said it's supposed to be a music place. What is?
That? The boys think it could be a place, like the Palaceum or something. Stupid. It's really not going to be a Palaceum, that's for sure.
And who are these oh, that's your line.
And who are these boys?
Yeah, when in your own time. The boys?
Yeah. Andre and the guys, they're inside, in the tent.
Andre 3000? And why is that? Or are you going to say it? And why is that? Come on.
And why is that?
Thanks. Why are you freezing out here while the boys are inside?
They got too much stuff crammed in there. No room.
Stuff like what?
Music stuff, mostly. Like this tape recorder, but bigger. And there's piles of it.
Why not just leave some of it outside so you don't have to freeze?
That stuff is more expensive than I am. More expensive than any of us, really. Doesn't matter. I can take the cold.
You can now you've got my swish hat.
Go ahead.
Empathy legendary. The tape recorder lies on the ice like a discarded toy. Pick it up. Huh? I got more chance because I gave her a hat and she's more like Contact Mike. But unfortunately our empathy is still in the toilet. So I can't even find it. Yeah. So that's probably not going to work. Might be funny though to fail, so let's give it a go. Great. The device is cold to the touch. An angular Omicron logo adorns the yellow plastic cover. Underneath, you see a reel of tape rolling. You put the device back on the ice.
The device is cold to the touch.
Oh, for fuck's sake,
Angular
man, come on.
Omicron logo adorns the yellow plastic cover. Underneath, you see a
No,
reel
no,
of
you
tape
had your
rolling.
chance. We're done now.
It's supposed to become like a club
Fuck's sake.
for anodic dance music. Like that new style of synthesizer stuff they play at the Palaceum.
Come on, man, you got to keep up, because I don't know, we can't be tripping over each other's dicks like this. You've got to know your cues.
Except that, yeah,
She looks at the old wooden church up on the poles as a mean wind comes bellowing in. The six-story structure lets out a doleful shriek. Come on.
The floorboards are twisting, and the shooting beams are slowly cracking, like bones. Far east of the Golden Delta, beyond the industrial port, there is a black patch of unlit coast with the smallest creatures on the ice.
Thanks.
There will never be a club for anodic music here.
Not with that attitude.
Not in a million years.
What is anodic dance music?
you know, anodic, cathodic, music that's made with electronic instruments.
Like?
Synthesizers and tape consoles. Microcomputers too. Anything that uses electricity, but isn't guitars. Also found sounds, stuff like that.
You see clear, beautiful, violent flashes of light. Light cutting through a smoke-filled darkness. That is what the future will look like, if it ever comes.
So you want to turn the church into a club?
I know. It's not my idea. Andre and the boys found the place. It was supposed to be deserted, but now they can't even take it. Hey, don't get me wrong, but you're cops, right?
No, we're the police. Yes, why do you ask? I don't know where you got that idea.
Come on, man, don't mess around.
No, Kim did say it outright, to be fair.
Maybe you could talk to Andre and the guys. because there are some strange things going on in that church. If you're police, you should look into it, right?
I've got enough on my plate as it is. We'll see. I prefer to remain non-committal. I'll talk to them.
They're inside that thing there. Would be cool if you
The
did.
tent?
Was there something else?
Surely you know what a tent is. Enough about the church then.
Go ahead.
I had another question. No, I didn't. Yeah, so I thought that might be funny to fail, but it was actually nothing. So... oh well.
Okay, bye.
Buy or sell. Oh no, I can hear the music. Very anodic. More tribalistic markings. This post is covered in little humanoids. Okay. A pole screwed into the ice keeps the tent erect. Trash from some unending party. This is someone's home away from home, just like yours. It's not just like mine. I mean, I've actually got a wooden shack now, because an old woman gave it to me out of charity. Which is slightly better than a tent. Right, in true Dark Souls fashion, we should open up this shortcut.
A pane of Eternite has been planted into the snow. 2 poles are holding it up.
It's nice of them. Barely holding it. Oh, hang on, are you going to say that? Or...
barely holding it
okay.
up. It could fall over any minute. A stronger gust of wind might be enough.
What is this? Kim? Kim? Kim, is your line? Fucking hell, someone throw some...
like a makeshift bridge. Could be convenient.
Thanks. Thanks for that. Push it over.
The pane falls into the icy snow with a soft thunk.
That was a soft thunk. Well done, sound effects man. Right, let's explore the Unz tent. If the frame rate can fucking handle it, Jesus Christ. Maybe it'll be better inside here.
The tent is just tarpaulin fabric covering a pile of stuff. The flap is open. Inside, 3 young men are listening to some new form of music. It's like nothing you've ever heard. One of them looks at you.
Andre? Come on, not you as well. Whenever you like. We're not in any rush here. Do you have a voice actor? Oh, I'm going to assume you do, because we made this mistake with the cell.
Come on, get in and close the flap behind you. The warm stuff's getting out.
If you really cared about the warm stuff getting out, you wouldn't have waited a good half a minute before saying that. Right, squeeze in.
Sorry, you barely have room for one.
Oh, okay, it's just me then. Come on, Kim, don't leave me hanging. Twiddling my thumbs here.
You go ahead. I'm too old for this.
You're not too old for this, you're too slow for this.
I'm actually not, he thinks. I just dislike delinquents.
Ah.
I'm sure you will feel right at home. I'll keep watch.
He gestures for you to squeeze in. Alright, let's hope for better frame rate in here. Or maybe the game will just crash. Okay, thanks, eventually. I didn't really think this game was paramount to Crisis, but anyway. Also, that's very loud. I don't know. I'll just try and speak up a bit. Canisters filled with what appears to be water. The label says distilled. A speaker, the big kind they use for live music. Pile of nasal sprays, brand name Nosafed Ultra. Alright, hello chaps. Thank God it muted the music a bit, or muffled it anyway. Right, me or you? Come on, let's flip a coin. I can actually go and get a coin and flip it in the time it's going to take you to read this. I'm going to do that.
You see a youngish man bleaching the tips of his hair with a toothbrush. He puts the toothbrush down and extends his hand in greeting.
You know, I almost fucking did as well. I almost had that in time. Anyway, now I've got a coin for no reason.
Hello, I'm Andre. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Don't shake his hand or shake it. Well, shake his hand.
His grip is strong, sweaty and warm. He's trying to project and inspire confidence.
See, why do some of them play immediately then and some of them have this massive gap? You think if something was lagging it would affect all of it?
This is my posse, Noid.
The young man with earrings looks at you suspiciously. Hello, Noid.
And Egghead.
That's Egghead. Is it Egghead on fire, by the way? Okay, well, depending on when he says his line, the tape player high above his head continues to blast what is probably anodic music. You gonna chime in? Thanks. Good stuff.
Together with a Settle Burger, who's out there right now, doing some seriously progressive sonic experimentation, we like to think of ourselves as music venue organisers.
How many music venues have you organised?
We have many in the pipeline, officer.
Why are you here?
You see, we've been all over Jamrock North, prospecting for real estate to establish a new venue in.
Also for talent.
Yeah, thank you, Egghead. And while there is no shortage of raw, unfettered talent spinning tapes in Jamrock, we've had rotten luck with the real estate part.
Place is a shithole.
I apologise for my friend Noid's potty mouth. I realise this is not how you speak to a police officer. He has authority issues.
Alright, it's the fucking Three Musketeers. There's no need, the place is pretty bad. Next time, watch yourself. Was there something you wanted? Your friend Estelle said there was a problem with the church.
Oh, so you've met her? Good. Yeah, it's a matter of occupied ecclesiastical property. I bet you've noticed the derelict hive of narcomania on the coast.
What?
I'm talking about the church, and I'm not exaggerating. Even a place of spiritual refuge can become a magnet for all sorts of dopeheads and burnouts if left unattended.
Dopeheads. Burnouts.
Right, okay. That's how that works, is it? You just... Repeating the important bits. He angrily spits on a screw, then starts cleaning it.
Well, I'm sad to say, that's exactly what happened. Sad because we were just about to put Martinez on the map with one of the maddest dance clubs in Jamrock. Nah, strike that, in Revachol.
Strike that. The word.
Where are you from, Egghead? Because I thought maybe Irish at first, but now you're sounding like something else.
And sadder yet, because the dopeheads and burnouts holed up in there are the worst kind.
Are they now?
He leans back a little, watching you with a steady, serious gaze, letting you imagine just how bad those dopeheads and burners really are. Good. This calls for an opinion. You're an expert in those.
I'm really not. Okay. I don't know. I'm a bit of a dopehead myself. Are they foreigners? I bet they're foreigners. What kind? I won't stand for narcomaniacs of any kind. No narcomaniacs on my watch. Shake your head gravely. Unfortunately, in this playthrough, I am a bit of a dopehead. Actually, I'm not. Have we found any dope? The only drugs we've taken are that radioactive stuff. We're a dopehead in spirit.
Oh, if it was just like that, it would be fine. But they're all so spooky.
Spookiness is not a matter for a police investigation. What exactly do you mean by spooky?
I was hoping you would be the judge of that, officer. All I can say is, Their spookiness is the kind that keeps us from restoring this church into a community centre and a place of spiritual refuge.
Also, they don't eat or clean the building. Shit's gonna collapse.
There's an H in front of that word there, Noid, just for future reference.
People just want to spin tapes without them spooking it up. Place has bad signs. No one can dance like that. Thank you, Egghead. So you're gonna look into it, right? It should be a police matter. Getting them out. Whatever spooky stuff they're doing, I'm sure it's not what the Ecclesiastes meant their property for.
I'll make up my mind later. I have some questions for you first. Fine, I'll look into it. Why not?
Alright, man.
Help ravers start a nightclub. Oh dear, what have we got into now? Empathy?
Andre's obviously very happy you took him seriously. The whole tent is. The boys exchanged giddy looks.
What's the status of the church? I haven't gotten inside the building yet. That's true enough.
I asked Noid to install a measure against more drifters wandering in. A padlock. It's a temporary fix. Just something to contain the situation.
I had to do it in an hurry. Not my best work, but it should hold for a while.
Wait, so that you've locked people in there?
Not long. Like a week, maybe?
How can you be sure they haven't starved to death?
I'm super sure they're alive. I mean, come on. I'm at least 90%, maybe 85% sure they're still alive.
Somewhere in the ruinous past that led you here, there was something called exams. You may have learned the term involuntary manslaughter there.
Okay, 85% is not good enough when you're dealing with another person's physical well-being. 85% is good enough. No one lives forever, baby. Andre, do you know what involuntary manslaughter means?
Yes, I do. I listen to Channel 8 all the time. I know about crime stuff, and I assure you, officer, this is not what's happening here. I'm at least 80% sure they're alive. I mean, come on. Most people aren't ever that alive in their entire lives.
Profound. Sounds like nonsense. Yeah, I catch your drift. What does that even mean?
I don't know. What does anything mean, really? Oh, yeah.
He looks at his friend with an expression of profound understanding. Yeah, I catch your drift.
I knew you'd get it. You're one smart cop.
Thank you. I get by. Now, where was I with that padlock?
He nods attentively, ready to answer the questions of one smart cop.
What about the key?
Of course. Noid, give the officer the key.
Cheers.
All right.
The speed freak dips into his belt pack and produces a yellow key. He then makes a sudden cool-infused move, tossing it in your general direction. We can either reaction speed check, be the cool cop, catch the key as it flies towards you. We have a decent chance of succeeding at that, actually. Let it fall to the ground, then pick it up like a normal adult person. No, we're going to catch it like a cool guy. Or spectacularly fail. Nice, we did it. Unfortunately, reaction
You sense
speed
the trajectory of the little piece
doesn't
of
have
metal
great
past.
reaction speed in
The
terms of
object
its
makes
voice.
a small ringing
acting.
sound as it approaches. Just the tiniest chime to your left. Ka-ching! The key hits your palm. The speed freaks nod to you approvingly.
Bask in the glory.
The young man with ribcage-shaped suspenders looks at you, standing there, with a goofy grin on your face.
And we healed morale.
The word august, used as an adjective. That's how cool it feels to be old and cool in the eyes of the young. Let's face it, you're near death, yet bathed in the golden rays of stately grandeur. Like a late summer's day. Like a daddy-o.
What are you talking about, electrochemistry?
Like a tequila sunset.
You even sounded like you were trying to hurry that out as if you'd just forgotten it. Where did that come from? Why am I a tequila sunset?
Just felt right. Why? Do you want to be a tequila sunrise? It's a little too late for that.
Maybe. Right, other questions.
Sure, man. Tell us what you want to know. Let's do it.
Who exactly are these people inside the church?
Truth is, I don't really know. None of us do. I don't even know how many there are. All we've seen are glimpses.
You haven't even seen them and you want the police involved?
Well, there's also the machinery.
This machinery is of the deeply mystical variety.
When I first scouted the place, back in February, it was abandoned, empty. Took some time getting the crew together. So about 2 weeks ago, we came here hoping to set the stuff up. Suddenly, there are all these strange machines lying around in there.
One of them has wires running into bowls of water. Wires into water. Never seen anything like it.
Oh god, he sounds like people I grew up with. That's the telltale sign when you can't say water with a T.
Andre, tell him about the feeling.
He doesn't sound like people I grew up with.
Oh, and it felt like there was something in there with us, watching us from the dark.
No, the other one.
Which other one? I'm not as in tune with my emotions as you are, Egg.
Felt like silence. Awful silence.
Right, okay. But you haven't physically seen anyone.
Not exactly. We've just seen someone who we think is a woman go in and out of the church. A couple of times. And we felt someone or something eyeing us inside. But that's kinda it.
Right. What was that about? Something watching you?
Like you aren't alone, you know?
I don't know.
Wasn't quite human, if you know what I mean.
I don't know what you mean.
It was this dark shape climbing upside down along the ceiling, like some kind of crab man.
A crab man?
Yeah, you know, the way it was climbing up and around the ceiling, like a crab.
As crabs are known to do.
It was stalking a cell, exhibiting ambush behaviour.
Odd. Crabs are usually marine creatures and not known for climbing walls.
Brilliant. Nice to know that my knowledge is on par with our shit encyclopedia stat. Ambush behaviour. Nod. Crabman. Yeah. Are you sure there was a crabman?
Yeah, totally. I mean, I didn't personally see it. Estelle was alone that time. But I believe her. If she comes out running and says there's a crab in there, there's a crab in there.
So he hasn't even been in there lately. Is he afraid?
Are you afraid of the crabman?
You should ask her about it, but be nice. Don't tell her you don't believe in the crab.
What the
The
fuck?
implications of this are too numerous to consider. Proceed with caution. Learn all you can before entering that dark building.
Right, so we're going to have to fight a crabman, maybe. Can you tell me more about this machinery?
You should talk to Noid about that. I just got a distinct burnout and dopehead sign from them. Probably jacked up to some snuff station too. Probably, very likely.
With a small surge of PEA, alertness fills you, as if to say, this is a dark corner. Look behind it.
Jacked up to some snuff station?
He means like one of those rich boy private radio stations, where you can listen to people getting killed on, then jerk off to it. Sick shit.
Must be. Even Kuno knew that.
Unfortunately, I would expect Kuno to know that.
Not that we would know anything about that. Noid just likes to relay stuff.
Right.
We're getting derailed here. In short, you can tell to Noid about the machines. He'll tell you more.
I can't wait. So how can you be sure they're burnouts and dopeheads if you haven't even seen them? Yeah, don't judge a book by its cover.
Well, honestly, I can't. But I am.
Well, I'm convinced.
Why not? Let's go with that.
Fuck's sake. I am convinced. Great. I don't see a single thing wrong with that argument.
I'm 70% sure they're substance users. Don't let the technology fool you.
He makes little quotation marks with his fingers when he says technology. Alright, let's talk about something else.
Sure. What?
You mentioned some kind Ecclesiastes own the church. Who are that?
Oh yeah, That's a Meteoran name for the founding party. Thought it'd be cool to use it.
Okay, lots of new words. What do you mean by Meteoran?
You know, of Meteo. Concerning Meteo.
That doesn't help. Meteo?
Meteo, a country on Muindi. On the Muindi Isla.
One of the poorest of the first world nations today, but once a great ancient civilization. Capital, Tilakos by percentage.
I'm not going to even try and pronounce that. Great. The founding party. I do know them, but can you refresh my memory?
Come to think of it, I've never really looked them up, you know. I can't give you a precise definition, but they're a very powerful religious organisation.
And
they have roots in ancient mass society. And they're the custodians of the Pericanassian Church. Plus, they anoint the innocents. They, like, made the Innocentic system, no?
I don't know. It doesn't sound like they would appreciate a dance club in their church. They sound like exactly the kind of... They sound like exactly the kind of who would want loud anodic music in their church. Okay.
You're right, they do.
He understood that, at least.
The Pericanassian Church is about love. And Nordic music is about love. I got love for my Pericanassian posse. Love is the relay out of death. We dance!
He violently shakes the tape player as if to see if he can break it.
Love is hardcore!
Unity!
Unity!
Make some noise for my Insulindian posse!
He turns the volume up, then looks at you with a knowing nod, as if it's obvious you will now break into dance. What the fuck is going on? What?
You feel it. The anodes and the cathodes coursing through you. Your big toe starts tapping along to the base, as if testing the waters.
Oh no. No words, enjoy the beat, nod your head. I don't quite understand what you're talking about. What's a posse? I guess love can be pretty hardcore. You're right, how could the founding party be anything but enthusiastic? Dance music is about love, and so is the Pericarnassian Church. On second thought, no, this is too much. No sane organisation would want this level of absurdity going on in their church. Fuck it.
Yeah! Yakokata! The place to be!
Sure, I don't know what they're talking about, but they seem enthusiastic.
Do it for the masses. Do it for the crew.
His friend forms a fist with a screwdriver still in his hand, approvingly so.
I didn't want to say it, but it was pretty lame of you to imply otherwise. Anyway, you got more questions?
The one with the large head is still looking at you, nodding his head, waiting for your body to start moving.
Yeah! Let it out! Let the disco happen! Bring the disco into this world! Get this church shit on, and then dance there, motherfucker!
Thank you, Necktie. I may end up doing that because I no longer have a grasp on what is real. Fuck. Enough people talk nonsense at you, then you start to wonder if you're the one talking nonsense. Right. I wanted to ask you about this tent full of equipment.
Yes. What?
I see you brought your own water.
Yeah. Good to have, bitch to carry. When I first scouted the place, I did some reconnaissance. I'm not sure the church even has running water.
And it's distilled too.
Oh,
He doesn't know what to say.
it's the one they sell at the fuel station.
What's with all the nose of head?
The what now?
Point at the bottles of nasal spray in the corner, the Nosafed Ultra. You have a lot of it lying around.
Oh, the old Ultra. I have a major sinus infection, stuffy nose. We all do. Shit's all blasted up. Winter. Can't even breathe.
You sound fine to me. You don't sound fine to me, but that's a different issue. Oh, okay, I guess that makes sense. Tell me about another... No.
Yes, that's all Nosafed's doing. Without the Noser, I'd be drowning in shit right now.
Nosafed is the shit.
Wow, you're doing a really convincing job here, guys. Good, now on to the next thing. Can I have some? I have some nose problems too.
Sure. Here you go, officer. The noser. Blast away.
Thank you. I feel like I swerved somewhere on my police duty, but I got some stuff out of it, so...
He nods enthusiastically.
Oh no.
No doubt, a little relieved.
Godly logic check. Maybe everything isn't quite as you've been told. Take a moment to analyse. Very, very low chance of getting this. Fuck it, we'll give it a go. There's a 3% chance. That's not no percent. Well, yeah, didn't really expect anything different there.
Well, first of all, you're a smart cop, and a smart cop like you would understand if something wasn't quite right. So this should be easy.
What's the gist of it?
The gist of it is, they want to turn the church into a club, but a suspicious element has overtaken the building. It's very important to understand what the gist of things is. Always consult the gist before making up your mind. This is going well.
Great.
Plus, and it has to be considered, you can't invent the future of dance music in this smelly old tent. Imagine if you had the church. That settles it. Analysis complete. Their story checks out.
Yep, no holes in that whatsoever. Nothing suspicious, all on the up and up. It still feels as if...
this didn't quite go as it should have.
No. Well, when does anything?
As always, we'll be right here, waiting patiently for the news. Yeah!
That's not what you were... He's gone off script now. Okay, I guess we should talk to Noid. Are you Noid? You seem... Oh, you're Egghead. Oh yeah, no, I guess that makes sense. Noid is the tall one at the back. A young man with peroxide blonde hair holds up a Harman Wowshy tape player, nodding along to the music. He looks at you with a knowing smile and says...
As though you're supposed to be sharing some... A young man with...
Whoa.
Hair holds up a Harman Wowshy
Oh, for fuck's
tape
sake,
player,
guys, you're doing it
nodding
again.
along to the music. He looks at you with a knowing smile.
But now it's not going to play that one, is it? As though you're supposed to be sharing some tremendous evangelical secret.
Hardcore!
Is it?
It's hardcore!
You're just going to keep saying it's hardcore, aren't you?
Skibbity, skibberdanger. I am the rearranger.
Could there have been a right way out of this garden of forking paths, you think?
Solve the egghead puzzle. Okay, let's give it another go. Say nothing. Well, now you're saying nothing, suppose, even though you're meant to be saying something. No? You have to say something before I can say nothing. Fine, I'll say nothing.
Hardcore is a mega.
That one was fine, though.
Internally coherent.
I'm just going to keep saying nothing. I was wondering if you knew who killed the mercenary hanging behind the whirling in rags hostel. Still say nothing.
All car. All right. Yeah.
Keep saying nothing.
He furrows his brow as his very large head traces the sublime invisible movement of the music in the very real air of the stuffy tent.
Hardcore. Ah.
He lets out an agonized roar over the feeble-ish, obviously not too hardcore, beat below. No, but seriously, I'm a little worried it isn't. Let's just... Let's go along with it. So hardcore.
Is it though?
Oh, but hang on. I was just thinking that a moment ago. It is? It is it? No, it is. It definitely is.
But is it? I mean, really?
Feels like you should reply with the very pinnacle of idiocy here so that things get totally
Feels like you
changed.
should reply with the very pinnacle of idiocy.
No, I'm doing it
So
now.
that things get
Transcendent.
totally
But you haven't gotten there yet, so you don't know what to
But
say.
you haven't gotten there yet, so you don't know what to say.
Motherfucker, just because you've got the smoother voice. I was thinking that too.
I am the mic enforcer. I am the chicks checker. Yeah!
So, that... No, I didn't do it? Okay, we'll come back to that, I guess. Noid. Please talk slightly more sense. Or just talk at all would be nice. Anytime you're ready. I'm not going anywhere. I'll put the kettle on, shall I? Okay, I could have just read it at this point. So you had a talk with Andre, and now you want to discuss things with Noid. Good. Skin shows through the holes in the Speed Freak's too large sweater.
So you had a talk with Andre.
No,
Now
fuck
can
at you.
discuss things with
Fuck
Noid.
you.
It's good you talked to Andre first. Gave me time to get a reading on your sign. Can't really talk to people before you get a reading.
Yeah, no, you can't really talk to people before... Fuck you. He runs his hand through his hair, which is combed back in mock seriousness, and continues to fiddle with some gears. Sign?
Yeah, gotta compare. See if we can align.
What does that mean? I mean, interesting.
I suck at socialising, man. Even now, our sign synchronisation is way off. But I'll see what I can do.
Okay, this isn't going to result in crystals, is it? Or is it, rather, to speak in a non-slurred, drunken way. Tell me about the machines you saw in the church.
Weird stuff. Specialised. There was a data processor and some sort of long-wave machinery. Wires going into water. Gives off a spy sign. Or some fucked up Samaran science sign. You know, the kind that goes head first into the supernatural.
What's wrong with the supernatural?
Nothing's wrong with it. You should definitely be researched. You can still do sick shit with it though.
Right. Inland.
The sickest. That's perhaps why it should be researched.
Thanks. The supernatural, so you think it's real that it actually exists?
Most of it doesn't exist. But there's also stuff that isn't allowed to exist. Because the moralists think it's too dangerous for the plebs. Psionic powers, pale-related diseases, pretenders pretending to be human, folk rights, that kind of stuff.
Do you mean the secret lizard people? Okay, I guess that's all that is. Why are you called Noid?
The hardcore aesthetic is esoteric. It's not meant to be discussed with the law at this moment.
He picks up some sort of a widget.
It's not easy to reach a harmonic resonance of signs without some adjustment.
I don't understand what that means. Does this mean we need sign matching?
Yes, further sign matching would do good for us. One way to achieve this would be by getting us into the church.
That's convenient. Okay, maybe I'll come back later. Alright, later guys. Music's giving me a headache. Well, that was an enlightening experience. Unfortunately, the delayed dialogue didn't seem to be fixed at all. Couldn't really tell about the movement frame rate because there was no room to move, but yeah, that's a weird one. Don't know, maybe I've just had the computer on too long doing other stuff. Exporting videos and such. I'll try and bear that in mind for Friday's one. Feels like the loading is taking longer as well. I mean, it wasn't great beforehand, but... Come on, game, you know what I'm like with filling dead air. What an interesting ruins. Used to be buildings. No, it's not. Seagulls. And buoys floating on the water. Some rocks. If I put the cursor there, maybe it looks like a shark fin coming out of the water. It's the thing with rain, you hear it before you see it. Oh, fucking hell. Okay, thanks for that, guys. Oh wait, no, we were supposed to talk to a cell again. Or try to, if the game doesn't chug to a halt. What's new in the book? Oh yes, all these things. We should probably put our point into something. That was it. We wanted to hear more from our screaming necktie, so we'll get this up to 8, I think. Yeah. God, our authority is at 0. I want to put some more into some of these, I guess. Sure. Hello. Oh, here we go. Is she saying that in relation to talking to me? Oh dear. Cell. It's your line.
So you talked to my associates, right? Are you going to help us? With the church, I mean.
Can't say. Got to ask questions first. I'll help you, alright? Yeah, questions first.
Shoot.
A cold wind blows. She breathes on her hands for warmth. The others told me you went inside the church. What did you see in there?
Oh, that. You're not going to believe me. There's no point in me telling you.
We'll see about that. Go ahead and tell me.
Okay. I went in and I saw a woman next to one of those machines there. Noid calls it a mainframe.
What about the crab man?
She was dressed like someone who's been raised by their grandmother. You know, strange old clothes. Had this absent expression, didn't say anything, just stood still.
That's not especially frightening. Actually, it is. That's kind of the setup for a lot of horror things. A woman just standing there and not doing anything. Apparently that's the most frightening thing in the world. Or a little girl, often. If it's not a woman, it'll be a little girl. Go on.
And then, you know, right behind her, a man crawled down the wall. Upside down like a crab. Down the church wall. I think the woman didn't even know he was there. He was completely silent. He stopped right before he got to the floor. Then just hung there like that, looking at me. Right at me. I fucking turned around and walked out. End of story.
Kim. Kim, you're slower than anyone, for some reason. It is a weird, the length of time between these.
Like a crab, you say?
That was worthwhile, thanks. What did this crab man look like?
It was too dark. I couldn't tell exactly.
You were right, I don't believe you. You were wrong, I do believe you. The crab people are real.
Why?
Strange things happen. What would you stand to gain? Seems too ludicrous for a lie. Yeah, what would you stand to gain by fabricating a crab man?
Nothing. Anyway, what else?
Okay, cool. I'd like to know more about your associates.
My associates? I haven't got much to say about them.
What do you mean? You must know something about them.
Of course I do. I just don't tell people about my friends and who they are and so on. I don't provide information on them.
You're not a grass, as they say. Okay, what about you? Tell me something about yourself.
Me? I'm a silver bird.
I thought you were a cell. Okay, maybe I'll ask you later about all this.
Don't know what makes you think it'll be any different later, but...
Oh, I'm scared. I thought she was a... Kim, I thought she was a person, but apparently she's a silver bird. What does that mean? The plot thickens. This case is getting more complex by the second. It's not even the main case we're meant to solve. Right, let's see if we can judder our way into this fucking church.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears in stark contrast to the padlock, carelessly drilled into the wood.
Inspect the carpentry.
The carving on the door is block-like and angular, like the church itself. Two large beams shoot downwards, sinking into the wood before they reach the threshold.
Run your hand over a beam. Am I going to get a splinter from this? What's the...
The surface is smooth from the wind, but moist to the touch.
Take a closer look at the padlock.
This cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. It shackles together a hasp and a staple screwed into the wooden door. The lock is adorned with a yellow sticker. It'll be easier to break the staple than the lock. Also, that sticker is interesting, somehow.
Is it? Well, look at the sticker then.
You see a yellow circle with two X's and a big curve below them that looks like a mouth. You're pretty sure you haven't seen it before, but what the symbol depicts is clear enough. A smiling dead guy. The curve makes it smile, and the X's make it dead.
Oh no, it's the proto-emoji. Have you seen this symbol before? Point to it. Kim, I asked you a question. Oh, he doesn't actually have anything to say there. I'm just so used to him taking forever. He takes off his glasses and uses a blue handkerchief to thoroughly wipe them clean before inspecting the sticker. Then he looks up, pauses and replies. You could probably skip this one. Probably,
no.
You know. Alright, thanks. What does it look like to you?
Looks like a dead man smiling. Suggests junior delinquency.
What is suggestive of junior delinquency here?
I haven't seen that sticker before, and I'm not a youth.
Oh, so it must be junior delinquency then. Try to peel off the sticker without ripping it. Apparently we have a good chance of this.
There's nothing like the sound of a sticker unpeeling. Now it's stuck to your thumb.
Put the sticker in your ledger after the last entry where it belongs. Put the sticker on your ledger right on the cover. Shake it off your thumb and throw it into the wind. Yeah, put it on the ledger. For some reason.
Voila. Looks very modern.
And I got experience from it, so great. Secret task complete. Style your paperwork. Okay, cool. Open the padlock with the key.
The lock turns easily. You hear a click as the shackle pops open.
Let's go.
Pull on the doors.
As you do, you hear the echo of the doomed commercial area. Its black holes and dusty machines. Then the feeling passes.
Why did I feel the echo there? Isn't that like miles away? Also, you hear and the echo. Proofread, people. I know there's a lot of writing in this game.
A great whoosh of air rushes into the dark innards of the church.
Innards?
As though rushing to fill a great vacuum.
I always went with innards personally, but innards?
in the heart of the city.
Sorry, I'm being pedantic. Please load quicker than the last one. Ah, probably not going to, is it? Alright, let's flip this coin. What do you reckon, heads or tails? Make your decision now. Fuck. It was... I can't actually see the lights going. Fuck's sake. It was heads, congratulations. You win a cuddly monkey. A strange stillness fills you as you look ahead. You should walk here, not run. But I always run. Now fuck you, if I want to run, I'm gonna run. More of the forked lightning patterns you saw outside. This grotesque wooden figure looks half finished. Feels like it's trying to become one with the church. At least the frame rate's slightly better in here. There's a big board here. The blackboard is filled with complex equations. They look recent. Blimey. What's all this then? A portable Harman Waushi tape recorder. Someone's siphoning electrical current from outside into this antenna. 2 decks of reel-to-reel tapes spinning on empty. Well, there's a lot to look at here. Let's look at this thing first, I guess. Oh god. It really doesn't like zooming in like that. A machine
stands
alright, you go.
Watched over by the figures on the stained glass window. It's turned on and quivering with soft electricity.
Kim. Another radio computer, Kim. Kim, another radio computer.
Another radio computer. And this time it's already turned on.
He seems cautious around the machine, as if he's forgetting his lines.
We should leave. I doubt this place bears any connection to the case.
No, we shouldn't. Are you scared of machines? Yes, but this machine looks just like the one in the doomed commercial area.
It's also quite similar to the one we have down at the station. Must be the same model.
He inspects the machine's framework, careful not to touch anything.
The one you saw earlier was the Ream Civic. This is the Ream Prefect, a model number RC7024, equipped with a Feld mainframe and a Ream-compatible interim printer.
If only there was
The Ream Prefect is the governmental version of the commonly used Ream Civic model. Although mostly based on the same technology, the Ream Prefect is equipped with better noise attenuation circuits.
Thank you. Let me just investigate it. Step behind the computer.
You see fluorescent play and print buttons on the keyboard. A hatch connected to the central compartment is wide open. The lieutenant says nothing. You see the machine's glowing frame reflected back from his diamond-shaped glasses. You're free to proceed.
But unfortunately, we're not going to get anything out of this, because this is the second part of the... what was it called? Filament memory thing? The funny cube that we picked up when we inspected the machine in the doomed commercial area. Unfortunately, we had to sell that for rent money to pay for our hostel room. So we don't have that, and we can't put it in this one. And so there's not much to get.
Behind the hatch sits a cube-like crisscross of filaments, smouldering in the dark like fireflies. Silver tape on the side says, in black marker, Log February to March. Another filament memory. Press play to talk with the repeater. The speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. An old lady greets you. Her voice sounds 100 years old.
Is it the same one, I think? Hopefully it's not going to take 100 years to...
Good afternoon. Fortress accident on Saint-Brune. This is the East Insulindian repeater station 1. Please repeat. Is this the personal log?
It's the same old woman you spoke with through
It is.
the radio computer in the doomed commercial area.
Yvonne, it's me again. How are you?
Good, thank you. Please repeat. Is this the personal log?
It's not clear whether she recognises your voice. I looked inside the core, but the tape on the filament just said log February to March.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Let's look around. There's no use trying to guess the answer.
I'm sure I can guess it. A password? I'm really bad at passwords. Can you give me a hint? Is it my birthday?
No.
The hint system is not part of the protocol for repeater stations.
Can you give me a hint anyway?
Still no.
But I'm the police.
I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the filament holder Fortress accident. Without filing a warrant with Lintel, I cannot give you access to this filament.
I'm afraid we are not doing that. Unless we want to wait for a month.
Now, can you please repeat the password?
I don't know the password, Yvonne.
Received. I will register this login attempt.
No, please don't.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
Like the one in the doomed commercial area?
I have 2 machines registered to this company name in Martinez. One on Saint-Brune, the other on Rue de Saint-Ghislaine.
Saint-Brune. That's the church. And Rue de Saint-Ghislaine? That's the doomed commercial area.
Anything else I can help you with?
No, I guess not.
Goodbye, Fortress accident.
She says as her voice disappears into a whirl of static.
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated, revealing fluorescent play and print buttons.
So presumably nothing's going to happen if we press print.
Nothing happens.
That's what I thought. Alright. Well, yeah, sadly that's content we won't be able to get in this playthrough. Because, as I say, we sold our remaining filament for smack. I mean, for rent money. We probably also would have sold it for smack. Sorry, that's a staircase, isn't it? No? Okay, that's a staircase. That one's just non-functioning, I guess. Fine. That's something. Can I get to that? Shoes. Mesk bangers, red brogues. Excuse me. They increase my empathy, apparently. Are they better than my Franco-Nigerian cavalry boots? Possibly. But not right now. Also, yeah, we lost our hat, so we should put on another hat. +1 to encyclopedia. Orange bum hat, +1 reaction speed, -1 rhetoric. Well, we've already got shit rhetoric, so that doesn't really matter. We might go with that then. If we put any more into encyclopedia, we're going to be here all day because he's taken. In fact, we should take off the glasses that are giving us encyclopedia as well, and instead wear not empathy ones. +1 electrochemistry. Sure, fuck it, why not? Shades of self-destruction. Well, at least we're colour coordinated now, sort of. There's, hang on, I didn't say go there. I said there's money there as well. Ooh, 1 real 50. A spider has spun its web around this wood-carved pillar. Good for it. Oh, what's that?
The silence in this part of the church, it's almost palpable. All the shifting matter and shuffling of living things is gone. Nothing seems to exist beyond the church anymore. Maybe if you were to stand in just the right spot, even your footsteps would be completely silent.
Wait, I think I still hear something.
And then it's gone. Almost all of it. But for the faintest of hums. You can hardly hear your own breathing.
Stomp your feet and clap your hands. Or yell. Sure, let's do a dance.
You produce a few muffled thumps, after which the silence feels even more total, somehow.
Well, if we can do both, let's yell into the void.
Your voice is barely audible. Not a howl, but the softest of whimpers.
How bizarre.
It's unnerving.
It is rather. Kim, what's happening? The lieutenant points to his ears and shakes his head, then he leans closer.
Can you hear anything?
Okay, well this is oddly sort of meta apt because all the voice lines have been delayed. Can you hear anything? No, not at the time I'm supposed to. Almost nothing, and it's beginning to worry me. Not really, but it's extraordinary. I've never experienced anything like this. Can't hear shit.
I wonder why the church was built with such strange acoustics.
Hey, what if it's something paranatural? It's probably nothing, just our imagination. Whatever it is, it's definitely real. Something odd is happening around us. What if it's spooky?
Please, detective, not this again.
Okay. Look up into the bell tower.
The orderly rows of ceiling panels become barely visible, then disappear completely in the darkness of the tower overhead.
What if I don't want to know what's up there? What if I do? Perception. Try to see beyond the shadows. Alright, we'll give it a go. We've only got one shot at this, but can't do much else. Oh, damn. Rare bit of luck. Frame rate struggling. But then it always struggled with the zoom outs.
A shadow has emerged from the tower and it's making its way toward you through all the other shadows.
What? On the ceiling?
Yes. The darkness makes the ceiling feel infinitely far away. It's climbing. Climbing down, holding on the beams.
Oh no, it's the crab man. Follow the shadow's movements.
It's not a shadow anymore. Becoming more substantial as it gets closer. The shape of an animal descends.
Aren't they technically crustaceans? Or... No, I might be wrong about that anyway.
Officer, is there something up there?
The lieutenant follows your gaze, attempting to see whatever it is that you are seeing.
Oh no. You've lost sight of it. Where did it go?
Damn it, Kim, you distracted me. Well, all that's left to do is blink. Game over. No?
You see something hanging from the rafters, looking straight at you with dark eyes.
The crab man.
Maybe it's possible to talk to it.
Oh, but I don't have to. Well, that's interesting. Well, let's have a look at this first then. The bowl is filled with water. A live wire runs directly into it. How curious. Well, we might leave it there as we've done a bit over an hour, I think. So, but yeah, next time we will talk to the crab man and see what the fuck is going on with that. In the spooky, somewhat silent church. But yes, first we'll save because all the shit's been a bit wacky today. Thankfully nothing crashed, but you know. Thicko, hobo, doomer, fascist, commie, hustler, save 16. Terrific. Right. Well, thanks for watching and listening, albeit on a delay. Hopefully all the frame rate stuff will sort itself out next time. If not, then expect more tripping over dialogue with me and the professional voice actors just failing. Right. Laters.